The average person would not think that classical music is popular.
I haven't heard too much classic music, so I don't know how mainstream is it.
I don't think it's as popular as it was, let's say, when I was younger.
I have been going to the New York Philharmonic for 30 years, subscriber.
My name is Klaus Hirsch, and sitting on my left is my friend Heather Gross. Well, the concert tonight is part of the regular fall and winter program.
The last time I saw a classical concert was years ago.
I haven't actually gone to an actual concert.
Last time I went to a classical music concert is probably a month and a half ago.
We go to a classical music concert knowing exactly what we're going to expect. We know the piece usually. Often we know the piece and the performer and the recordings that have been made by that performer of that piece.
Ideally, I would try to get hold of CDs, some records of the numbers that are being played at the New York Philharmonic.
I'll take the scarf with it tonight.
Maybe I can help you on with that. Tonight, they have Schumann and Brahms.
Large-scale classical works of the more traditional mold, your Brahms symphonies, your Beethoven symphonies, are not demonstrably showing the same kind of attraction for audiences that they used to. Ticket sales have been shown to decline. Many major symphonies have reported significant deficits in recent years. It is being widely acknowledged.
It's going to be a cold night, and I'm glad we've got warm coats.
I started listening to classical music when I was in junior high school. That was quite a few years ago, 60 years ago. A lot of people, my neighbors, and I live, in a nice neighborhood on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, many of my neighbors never go to classical music concerts. I have a son and a daughter. I have taken them to concerts and they enjoyed it, but it didn't spur them on to go to classical concerts on their own. I cannot give you a technical definition of what speaks to me with classical music because I'm not a trained musician. It just speaks of a certain gentility, creativity. There's something very harmonious about classical music to me, far, far more so than some of the modern music.
Bienvenido.
I always make time to go to any concert.
Honestly, I don't have time to go to concerts because I'm extremely busy.
Classical music or concert music might not be expensive to actually see it, but having the time to spend to go to an opera or concert is also a privilege. And if you go to the Met, although it might not be just rich people, it's often either tourists that have the time or also just older people that are retired or people that have the financial means not just to buy access to a concert, but also able to buy the time that it takes to go and see it. Classical music is always a big search as to what the characteristics are, but also what unifies everything. Some people prefer to call it concert music because it's written specifically for a venue that we expect to hear concert music performed by live musicians. But even that's not really the case. There's a lot of music written not for concert halls. And I think the one distinction might be whether it's done for entertainment purpose or the arts.